Hi guys, I'm Shmee and welcome back to another video. A bit of a spontaneous one really, where I'm going to jump into the McLaren and take it to Ikea. Now this might not be the most practical car to actually fit a lot of stuff in, but allow me to explain. As you probably know, I recently sort of moved over to Germany. I've got a second place here in Frankfurt. We're here temporarily at the moment, but about to move to another new flat. Now, flats in Germany come largely unfurnished. You don't have any cabinets, beds, sofas, coverings, anything like that. So we're gonna go and have a quick look around, jump in the Mac to head over to Ikea, which is a pretty unusual thing to see at all, and get an idea of the kind of things we might like. After all, for a temporary location, Ikea is basically the best for this kind of stuff. So we won't be buying any wardrobes or anything today, but it will be a bit of fun. Let's jump in the car and get on the road. Now this garage is an absolute nightmare to get a car like this out. Not only is it steep for the exit, but it's also very, very tight, and I've already had to turn the car around with a 7 or 8 point turn to actually even get this far. But it can just manage it if I'm super, super careful and get ready for a little bit of backwards and forwards. I'm glad it's temporary though, and I'm not gonna have to do this for too much longer. You can hear parking sensors going off on me everywhere. Just look around. Oh no, we're not gonna get around in one. Back we go. You kind of see the point here. Painful. Right, we're out and we're up. Off we go. It's crazy how quickly this summer has gone by. It's only 6:20 and it's already starting to get dark, and we haven't even had the clock change yet. I guess the clouds, the cover over the top, making it pretty grey. But I'm heading on out towards a tiny little stretch of Autobahn. It's not very far to go. One of the things I quite like about Frankfurt is you can get in and out of the city really, really quickly. For a city that's so well known, it's not actually that big. It's quite small, about 700,000 people population. But we will head on out. It's only about 15-20 minute journey in total. Unusually, like I said, taking a McLaren to Ikea. I wonder if that's ever happened here. I can put the lift system back down on the car. Need it obviously for the garage. But we'll make our way, hopefully, be able to pick out some stuff. Okay then, Autobahn time. So I'm going to put the car into active dynamics, sport mode, DSC dynamic, just so it lets you use the gearbox a little bit more, use the power a little bit more. But 100 km/h limit and busy road means taking it a little bit easy today. However, I can put the rear window down and then do this, which just sounds brilliant. Here we go then, everyone's favourite de-restricted signs, although, like I say, busy road today, nonetheless. The feeling is just mega in here. The cracks. This car's going to be heading back to the UK soon. It's been over here in Germany now, actually, for quite a while, about 2.5 months or so, 2 months or so since I came out for Rally Germania. I've done the Nürburgring, I've done Spa twice, I've done, well, Autobahn VMAX very early on a Sunday morning, always get that crack under the bridges. So I'm going to miss having it here, but the AMG GTR is coming very, very soon. So watch this space, and that will be over here after a road trip around Europe a little bit. And then the GT3 is coming soon after that, before the end of the year at least. So that's going to be out here as well. That's going to be a German car. Nonetheless, just so good. So guys, that's the red line. For anybody saying that I don't ever use it, when legally possible, one can use it. Here we go then, over that way, I see the familiar blue Ikea with yellow signs and yellow bits everywhere. Those buildings stand out a million miles away. So, oh, excuse the brakes. They're a little bit squeaky. Need new pads very soon, I think. Let's sort that out. Right, where do we go? 2 signs to Ikea. I think it's probably this way. The guy in front has a much more appropriate car for this kind of visit. So, there we go. McLaren at Ikea. Who would have thought? Now, driving in the car park, that was hilarious. I don't think people thought they were going to see a McLaren today, because there's not a whole lot of luggage space to actually fit anything I might buy from Ikea, so maybe a pillow, we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to lock the car for the moment, which means we'll get our delightful light show going on. There we go. We're in the disco. Let's go head inside and have a look around at what could be worth buying. In we go, the normal Ikea escalators. I swear it's the same everywhere you go, and then you get completely lost when you actually get inside as well. It is always the same in any country. Every living room needs a sofa, and this one is blue velvet. What do we think, guys? What do we think? With blue vases as well. It's kind of nice. Maybe velvet was a bit much, but a desk is also required, so something to actually edit videos from. Who knows what? Maybe even build it myself and do all of that stuff. No, we can continue on the blue theme. We can have a desk with blue legs. That is an option. Okay, question, guys. How many of you had one of these when you were younger to push toy cars around? I did, and I spent forever playing with it. So much fun when I was a little kid. Planning ahead for Mini Shmee? No, not yet, but GT8 colours right here, blue and orange. I'm led to believe that a mirror is the most important thing in the entire flat, so one of these has to be chosen. Believe it or not, it is apparently time for Christmas. That means Christmas market. It's that time of year already, or at least Ikea would have us believe. I'm just making payment. I'm sure that's seen through glass beside me. Coming to an Ikea in an SUV like those guys, that is the normal, sensible way to do this, because you can actually take some stuff home. So I'm going to come back and do that in due course. Actually only bought some bedding and an Ikea bag that isn't even being used at the moment, but blue and white, naturally, the way it has to be done. Surprise, surprise. So that is it that is going to be going in the car right now. So let me come around back to the car, which I potentially foolishly parked next to the trolley park, but hopefully nothing's gone wrong. And then pop these in. Magic. Done. That's about all the stuff you're going to get in a McLaren. So let's jump back in. So then, I have my cameras in my hand, by the way. Let me step in. Normally I slide my seat back to make that process a little bit easier. I didn't this time. I am, however, rather familiar with jumping into McLarens. But, by the way, everyone's asking, I use the action cams because they are super steady and they can just go straight on there on these Joby mounts that I have on the windscreen, which also work brilliantly. It would help, however, if I screwed this in the right way around. Done. Magic, just like that. That's how I film in car. Anywho, spontaneous Ikea visit now complete. Let's get back on the road. I am sure that there are going to be some comments from you guys about drives a McLaren but go shopping at Ikea, but you know what? Why not? There's some stuff they make that's actually reasonably decent, certainly to get up and running in a new place. The basics, you can always replace them in the future if you want to, and basically, why not? You know, I prefer to spend my money on petrol than going on road trips, so a short stop at Ikea just to have a look and see maybe if there are some easy things that are decent. Seems to be completely reasonable to do. Anyway, out we go onto Autobahn. Away we go! And now comes the merry-go-round of getting the car back into the garage, and it doesn't like being held gently on the brake there, so I'm gonna do this whole shuffle process again, watching out for everything to make sure I don't hit the wall. Seem to have got it in one this time. Perfect. Magical! So, McLaren's been to Ikea. I wonder if that's ever happened before. There we go then, back in the garage, and my neighbour with the Carrera 4 GTS convertible right there is actually parked slightly more over to my side than he normally does, which meant getting out was a little bit interesting, but maybe he had a passenger or something. Normally he's up against the wall, given left-hand drive car, right-hand drive car. But you can actually, even with that amount of space, get out. Those doors are easier than you think because you can leverage yourself
on them, hold up and worm your way out basically. Anyway, if I lock the car, you get that pretty awesome light show. And the thing I didn't actually realize until recently is it flashes all the way around. I used to think it was left to right, left to right, left to right. If I nerd out and do this again, unlock, lock. It's this crazy disco thing. Anyway, that's all done. Random bit of a day out. Hope you don't mind the odd vlog. Oh, that's really bright. The odd vlog heading to Ikea in the McLaren. Anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys. I will catch up with you again very soon. I will head back to Ikea with something a bit more sensible that I'm looking forward to filming in due course. So make sure you stay tuned and check that out when it comes. Thanks as always for watching, and I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.